So the Grand Slam track event began in Jamaica yesterday, and some of the biggest names are missing in the scene. I'm going to tell you why Lyles missed, but first let's begin with Femke Bol. So Femke Bol is one of the best when it comes to 400 meters hurdles and the 400 meters. So for her, she had to miss this event because her coach Laurent Molly find it to be strange or not sensible at all for an athlete to participate in 400 meters and 400 meter hurdles within 3 days. And actually, as of now, the way they have planned the event is you do 400 meters hurdles, then you wait 21 hours and you do again the 400 meters normal event. So the way the event is it has 96 athletes participating, and out of these 96 athletes, 48 of them are contracted by the event organizers. So these 48, you are supposed to participate in 2 events. In each, like, they're going to do 4 major Grand Slams, but in each slam you have to participate in 2 events. So for Femke, she was supposed to do the first event, and then in 400 meter hurdles, then you do the next event in 400 meters. And her coach said that she doesn't find it to be sensible to do so, and you're doing these events, 3 of them, they are going to be held in the US, where she will be competing against a US who is Sydney. Now Sydney is already signed by or contracted by the Grand Slam. That's why you saw Sydney participating yesterday and winning the event. For Sydney, I think this is going to be an easy win for her, and she's going to make 800k from all this, unless of course she gets an injury. But when it comes to Femke, we know that Femke participates in other events. She does the Wanda Diamond League event, and for Sydney she doesn't do those. I think she has not been doing them like how Femke does, and that could be one of the reasons why the coach did not see the reason for her again to go and compete in this event. But the main reason is she did not find it to make sense for Femke to compete in 2 events in a space of within 3 days, which as of now we know is 21 hours. And when it comes to Lyles is missing, Shakari Richardson is missing, Grant Hollow is also missing when it comes to the hurdles. So for Lyles, he has an issue. There's an article which came out and they said about some things, and for him the issue has to do with sponsorship. He doesn't have an issue with the money. He says that the money, like for him, the prize money is not an issue, because the way that the Grand Slam organizers have made this event to be is they're giving away a lot of prize money. From the first position to up to position number 8, you earn a lot of money. But for him, that's not the issue. The issue that he has is he wants to know if you have sponsorship, which I think means that athletes tend to earn more from sponsorship more than any other thing. But from what we saw, the first event, it had a very low turnout of people. And if an event has such a low turnout, there is a high chance that it doesn't attract a lot of sponsors and all that. But maybe as the event grows, because remember, this is the first one of its kind, and it's a little bit confusing, but as the event grows and it gains more traction, it's going to be able to attract more people. So I'm going to explain why it's a little bit more confusing to a lot of people. But first, let's talk about some of others who are missing again. When it comes to Kenya, Faith Kipyegon, of course, again, we know that she has a champ. She's missing this event, but she can be able to participate in later events. So how the event is organized, which makes it to be a little bit confusing. We had said that the event has 96 participants. Out of these 96 participants, you have 48 are contracted by the Grand Slam or the event organizers. It means these 48, they have to participate no matter what. Unless you get an injury, then you won't be able to be featured in the next event. So these Grand Slams, there are 4 of them. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 of them. The first one is taking place in Jamaica, Kingston, and the other 3 will take place in the US, which again, some people had an issue with them. They feel like they should make them to be in other different countries. But this is the first one, and maybe with time it could grow and diversify, even have more than maybe 4 events. So in these 4 events, how it is that in these 4 in these 4 Grand Slams. How it is that the 48 contracted individuals, you are supposed to participate in 2 events. You either do 100 meters and 200 meters, or you combine them with any other event. If you're doing like 800, you have to do 800, 1500, or you can do maybe 1500, 5000. Like there's those combination, but you have to do 2 events. So that's one of the thing. And for the contracted individuals, if we take like Sydney, so Sydney is competing in 400 meters and 400 meter hurdles. So in each event, you have a certain people who are contracted by the Grand Slam and they participate in the event. They are called racers. Then these racers now, they have to compete against challengers. Now challenges may vary with each slam depending with who has accepted to participate. So in the next coming event, they might be able to get different people to come in and participate, and they are supposed to participate against these challenges. The challenges are going to remain there from start to end. So for Sydney, we know that she's going to win the 400 meters. She's going to win the 400 meter hurdles. That's like already, that's for sure. She's going to win the 2. So for her, that's like 800 confirmed. So for her, it will be different people will be coming in to compete with her in all these 4 events. But for her, she's there to, I think they went for the racers, they were going for some big names. They wanted to attract a lot of people for the event, so they went for some big names in terms of Sydney. But again, in some events, they fail to contract some big names like the likes of Lyles. And for Lyles, I've said that the reason for him to miss out is because he wants sponsorship. He was talking about which betting company is sponsoring. Like he wants to be shown any type of sponsorship being done for the event. So you have Sydney who is participating in an event, and now for Sydney, she will participate in all the 4 events, 4 slams. But now all these 4 slams, you will have different people competing against Sydney. So that's how it is, and it is somehow confusing a little bit and something new. But I guess as maybe time goes on, they might be able to change some things and try to improve it. But I wish that it could be just an event like maybe how the Wonder Diamond division is, where you just have diverse different athletes coming together and being able to perform in the event. But I think maybe they had an issue trying to secure some people, so to trying to attract some great talents, so they went and contracted some specific people, because I'm sure people who are contracted to participate, for them they have some certain amount of money that they're earning from this. And again, if you win an event, you get 100k, which is a lot of money. And so far it's only track events, we don't have the field events, so we can wait and see. The aim of the organizers was to focus more on the track side of things. Now when it comes to the Kenyan side, of course, we have some people in the event, like Wanyonyo is competing in 800 meters against the Canadian Arop, and when it comes to 1500, Wanyonyo is competing against Yared and also Arop. So it's going to be crazy. They have some good talents, but they don't have the big names which usually bring people, a lot of people, to come and see such events. But I'm sure as they progress, they will try to bring in more people and all that. Yeah.